Alrighty. Straight politicking on all the politickers. And I'm sitting here with Munchie B, the mayor. And we got a special guest host, my man, young Ant Jefe. Thanks for pulling up. Thanks for popping up on Straight Politicking. Hopefully, we'll have Spider Loke back in a week or so. But in the meantime and in between time, man, we got a lot going on out here. It seems to me, man, some of this stuff on the internet just get messy in 2025, and we barely into it, y'all.
Yeah, the metaverse streets on fire. On fire. It ain't never been this hot with unless the gay dudes getting exposed, like all the gangbangers, but now it's just people getting exposed for other shit.
Well, I thought 2024 was a good introduction into the messiness, but shoot, we barely into February of 2025, and it's a whole lot of messiness going on. But I want to just let everybody know it's been 42 days since the No Jumpoer beating back in December, and I'm sure Burbank Police Department has been on that, on their investigation. 42 days in, and we got new information about J. Reed.
We
got new information about J. Reed. Unfortunately, he is in the Megan's Law database, and let me read to y'all what he's in here for. And then maybe you guys could let me know how this is supposed to be looked at from a guy from a hood in L.A. that grew up the way most of y'all grew up. All right, his name is Jernel Reed, R-E-E-D. And he was charged with 286C2, which is sodomy by use or force or injury. Sodomy by use or force or injury. I have no idea what that means except for sodomy.
It sound like he rammed his garb in something and injured the person.
Yeah, for sure. So I know because what sodomy, that's the rape part, and then
that's the anal part.
Then forceful and entry, it's like you forcing your member in. You know what I'm saying? Like you forcing, it's unconsensual, it's unwanted.
And it's crazy, the word sodomy, it comes from the Bible, the place Sodom and Gomorrah.
I was about to say that too.
Where they was real freaky on Sodom and Gomorrah.
I ain't never heard that. I ain't never heard that part of the Bible.
You never heard about Sodom and Gomorrah?
Yeah, I don't know all the stories, but I know the like the need to know about the Bible. I don't really know the stories.
Well, basically, it was a town or two towns, Sodom and Gomorrah, where they were freaky, and God told one of his faithful servants, you need to get out of Sodom and Gomorrah. They're not going to change. They're not going to listen to you. And he left and destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah.
That's crazy. So the Bible, for real, right? They be having some cold, books and stories. And just, they kind of hit up on, what Munchie said. I know Sodom. I know the story, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't never read that book. It just be for the Bible, for me, it seemed like everybody be captured, you know what I'm saying, to certain books or had their favorite books. Because, me coming up, I used to like the book of John, you know what I'm saying? But I don't never remember reading Sodom and Gomorrah. It's like you read the book of John, Revelations, and just different stuff. But I don't even know that story, though.
You don't remember where God told him to get his family and get out of there? It was Lot. You ever heard of Lot? L-O-T?
Mm-hmm.
Told Lot, get the heck out of there. Sodom and Gomorrah, it's too freaky.
They was talking about freak offs way back then.
Oh, yeah. It's got to be one of the most ancient freak offs.
So it probably was like them ancient times, when you be seeing these Roman movies and stuff. It'd be like them little big, it'd be like them big freak fest. It'd just be going up.
And I do believe that's where the word is derived from, sodomy by force or by use of force or injury, 286C2. But it's not a pedophile case.
Okay.
Let's make that clear. We're not calling him a pedophile. This is within another adult.
Oh no, yeah. It's not a pedophile, but it's still unwanted. You can get violated for that.
Okay, so let me know if this guy comes on the yard, at state prison. And everybody already knows, he got hit with the 286 sodomy by force. What's the first thing that's going to happen? When everybody there's no question.
Blast him out of his boats, get him up out of there.
Yeah, they're gonna want to see that paperwork, you know what I'm saying? Because see, with situations like this, if they don't know, everybody gonna be on you because like this information, you gonna have police. Police gonna be looking in your background, seeing what you in jail for, you know what I'm saying? And the police are like drop this information. So first thing first, like when you get this information, you want to see that work. And then, depending on what that work say and how that work go, you know what I'm saying, you gonna get bust on, you know what I'm saying? Depending, I ain't all the time you don't get bust on, really depending on who on that yard. You supposed to get bust on, but depending who on that yard, you might have some homies just be like, hey, look, bro, we gonna boo bop him, you know what I'm saying? We don't need to use no weapon, you know what I'm saying? And depending on who there, you know what I'm saying, you gonna get that metal, get that 9 inches put up in you.
Okay, two things. He ain't never hit no 4-yard for sure because he went to a yard where they, they not checking paperwork and he just came, whatever, because it wasn't brought to nobody's attention. So it wasn't no repercussion. And then what year was this? Because he was in the pen with Captain Rick Rock. I wonder, was it before or after that pen trip? You know what I'm saying?
Well, it says here, year of last conviction was 2009, and he was released in 2015.
I even think on that 3 card so let me see, because I've been to the feds and I've been to the state. Now, as far as the state, I ain't never been to no lower level yards. I started out on the 4 yards because my points was out the roof.
You was at Pelican Bay.
I was at Pelican Bay, High Desert, and I was at Tehachapi, all 4 yards. You know what I'm saying? I closed Tehachapi down in 2012, and they was turning that whole yard into a shoe yard. Now, the feds, I've been to a medium, which will be a 3, and I've been to, you know what I'm saying, the pen, which would be a level 4 yard, you know what I'm saying, equivalent to a level 4 yard, the same thing. And it's like on both yards, you checking paperwork depending on what state you fall in, or, you know what I'm saying, where you at. But like, yeah, that's like, and that's what I'm saying, even with them situations like that, when you go to them yards where it's minimum and they might not really be checking paperwork, that be them yards where them police be putting people out there too. If they know you a gangster, I know somebody that's on this yard that be tripping, they'll come drop that little birdie in your ear like, man, look, old boy, not to be messy, he got a case that's no good, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that.
Hey, well, I was on a level 3 and shit. Hey, I think they checking more so on them level 4s, bro.
Sure.
As far as the blacks go. But
now since Jay Reed is what set was he from in Hawthorne?
11 Gangsters.
11 Gangster Crip. Okay, so that would definitely fall under Crip business.
The gangsters.
The gangsters. So somebody from the gangster car would have to push that.
For sure.
Now let's say he's on a yard that's more dominated by, let's say, neighborhoods and some Compton Crips, the Hub and the Dub, the hoods, but there are not a lot of gangsters. Is someone else required to push that line, or nobody will push it?
Oh no, a black could get up on him.
Yeah, they got black could get up on you, and then just, you know what I'm saying, per se, I think some dudes be messy. Not all dudes, like I said, it all depends on the players on the yard. But like, yeah, if you come up there, let's just say per se he come up there and he the only gangster up there, and let's just say it's like neighborhoods, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure they probably gonna be apprehensive and like wanted to see his work to see what he in jail for. Like, you know what I'm saying, like, hey, you got that? Or, you know what I'm saying, it could be they might just, you know what I'm saying, like, depend, like I said, it might just be like, he might be on the outside looking in, like, we ain't gotta rotate with him. But yeah, I know me personally, on any yard I'm on, like, just being that you black and you show up, you know what I'm saying, like, yeah, we need to see that. What's going on, buddy?
Hey, hey, see me, and I know that's in the air. Hey, bro, he got a cell phone. Hey, man, let me slide me the horn, man. The phone, I got some change for you. I ran his phone from him. When he get boo bop, I still got his phone in my possession. Oh yeah, that's me now. Yeah, get up out of here.
No, but that's how I go, right? Because I ain't gonna lie, another thing I had did in the feds that we had to implement. See, a lot of dudes was on them yards and they was getting away with being snitches or like having blasphemy and having like the wrong charges, you know what I'm saying, on their record. It's because you got a lot of dudes who try to be manipulative, you know what I'm saying, with politics and stuff. They always not straightforward. So I've seen instances of situations where somebody been on the yard and you find out months down the line or a year later that this dude hiding his paperwork didn't check out. And you like, well, how did this dude get on the yard? This dude was rotating amongst us all this time. It was because when he got up there, the wrong person checked his paperwork that
don't know how to read paperwork?
No, not even don't know how to read paperwork. All right, so You got people like that like to play spiders and, you know what I'm saying, like to play the puppeteer and puppet master. So it'd be a situation like this. Somebody hit a yard and be bad, and if don't nobody know about it, you know what I'm saying, I might read his paperwork, pull down on him like, hey, look, bro, you know you bad, you all bad. This is what's about to happen.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like I can, you know what I'm saying, push the button, or if I put this out there, you going down. Or either I can say I read this and you good, and they gonna take my word for it because I'm good. But being that I'm doing this favor for you, you know what I'm saying, what you got going on?
It's going to cost them.
Exactly. Oh, man, I can go to the dance floor and shit. I can hit, you know what I'm saying, bring something in, and it be them situations like that. You got to have something going on. So if you got something going on, or you can help this person who read your paperwork, these dudes be sweeping this stuff under the rug, and then when stuff go bad, when he can't hit no more, go to the dance floor no more, or it done ran its course on whatever you implemented and got going on with him, then all of a sudden it comes out.
Okay, let me ask you, in that example, let's say 6 months later, dude ain't been able to pay, it comes out, that is that original person who read the paperwork and said he's good, now does he got to face repercussions because he swept it under the rug?
More than likely, he finds in his mind, he more than likely he finds his way out of the situation.
Yeah, so that means that he.
Oh, I must have overread it, homie. You know, I'm solid, homie. Like, you know, I wouldn't have did that, homie. You know what I'm saying?
He didn't show me that part.
Or, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he showed me something else. You know what I'm saying? He showed me something else, bro. I don't know where it's at, but I read something else. This ain't what I read.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But we all know that's some BS right there.
Yeah, for sure. Straight cap.
For the last 6 months, this dude's been paying you.
Right.
You know?
Straight cap. So I seen people used to get mad at me because I exposed a few of them situations and snatched they cash cow, money cow from under them because other people who know about the situation, like, I've been on the yard with like a few Crips that was hot, and then you had like some Damus who know about it, and they like know, like, okay, Ant stand on business, so they pull down on me like, hey, Ant, check it out. Look, man, I ain't trying to be messy or nothing. Look, you know, dude from my city or in on my town, he got a situation I know about. You know what I'm saying? Like, boom, we gave the paperwork to your homies. You know what I'm saying? Nothing had happened. You know what I'm saying? Or we don't know if they still investigating, so we just want to give it to you, make sure you got it, so you can read it and see what's going on. And man, I get this thing and be reading it, man. And I'm like, oh, this is crazy. Like, man, what the homies got going on? They're like, man, who y'all get his paperwork to? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, this dude hot. Got to get him up out of here. Like, we ain't playing that. I don't care what he got or what he can bring to the table. Like, we can't have that.
Have you ever been in a situation, Ant, where you was on the yard and one of your own, not just a homie, but one of your close ones had to get politicked on, and it didn't feel good to do it?
Man, yeah, for sure, man. It's gonna always feel good not to do it, but you know what I'm saying? That's just some situations where, you know, morals, you feel me? And you gotta stand on morals, you gotta stand on ethic, and you gotta stand on substance. So it's just like, this is the lifestyle we live. So it's just like, bro, I gotta stand on this. You know you wrong. So
Yeah.
Why would you even put me in this predicament to where I gotta do this?
Yeah.
Forget what was about to come and happen to you and how I feel, but it's like, bro, why would you even put me in a predicament to politic you, or, you know what I'm saying, put me in harm's way, you know what I'm saying? Because you got some situations where, you know, some people view it all, I don't care, right is right, wrong or wrong, you know what I'm saying? I'm a roll with you, but like me, like, shit, hell no, the wrong. I'll be like, man, look, bro, you tripped.
All right, I want to read the official definition of PC 286 C2, and it says here, this is California Penal Code, any person who commits an act of sodomy when the act is accomplished against the victim's will by means of force, violence, duress, menace, or fear of immediate and unlawful bodily injury on the victim or another person is guilty of sodomy by force or fear, a felony. That's what they got Jay Reed convicted of.
Jay retarded and blew it. He blew it.
Hey, but that ain't gonna change what the Burbank police are doing over there. It doesn't matter that he committed this in the past. He's a victim on December 26th.
Honestly, I don't think nothing gonna come of Burbank because you know the boy Wack a star witness. Like he they good peoples. So like I think he.
You think he might wiggle his way out of it because of his law enforcement connections?
Unless he know all of us, like as long as Wack know, as long as I don't get charged, because he don't care nothing about Luce Cannon.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, though, which I gotta understand, what could they do to Wack? Like, even like looking at the video, like you just seen
Right.
talking. I mean, he was talking to Wack, but I mean, Luce Cannon was right there too at that time. So it's like he was talking and the shit, you know. Oh, Wack, like shit, Wack for real, Wack in the clear.
Yeah.
Well, you know how the police know how to twist the narrative. They could say that when he stepped back and when he walked back,
I don't think they gonna go that far.
that was his telling the his cronies, his minions, go do your thing.
Yeah, you still gotta have proof of that because Wack got a little bag, so his lawyer's gonna eat that right up. Like, what? It ain't no audio. We can look, you know what I'm saying, and say, oh, we think body language saying that, but who's a body language expert here that's saying that that's what's being said?
That you know they got body language experts though.
Yeah, I'm pretty. They got every type of expert, but that the lawyer's gonna eat that up.
But let's say Burbank do want to be assholes and then charge Wack. The DA gonna see it and like, nah, I don't want to touch this because it ain't like that's a stretch. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's funny. A body expert.
Yeah, they got body language experts.
Body language experts coming in there and be like, hey, yeah, so you see when he stepped back, that was, I'm about to get ready to do it. Then he stepped back up again, that was yes.
No, it'll be more so like not his intent on that part. It'd be more so you was having some BS conversation leading to it. That wasn't like you was trying to buy time type shit. So they'll look at that part more so. But I don't think Wack will be charged like it'd be a stretch.
I think that dude Jermaine Williams would tell on Wack.
I mean, you know,
Yeah.
he got. I mean,
That guy got the worst history.
But why?
It's crazy. It's like the worst thing he could have did. This is like everything. Like, man, worst thing he could have did is did that interview with Compton Rick Rock.
Hey, no. So why wouldn't the fake Luce Cannon tell? Because it ain't like you really a 60. It ain't like you don't have these allegations in your past. It ain't like everybody think you a piece of shit anyway. So you like, well, what? You know what I'm saying?
And his Fontana homies love him regardless of what he do.
Oh yeah.
His Fontana homies, they love some Termaine Williams.
Yeah.
He can't do no wrong.
I mean,
That's the fake Luce Cannon.
Oh, okay.
So I call his name is Termaine.
Oh, okay.
We calling him Termaine. Plus, he already has a warrant for beating up his estranged wife and putting her in the hospital. So,
all right, this been a thing. When people say, I've been hearing it, not to be messy, not to be messy. Well, what I'm about to say, it may be a little messy, right? So, what you feel about him saying him and his brother living in the 8 trays? They used to fight every day.
oh, when I interviewed the
No. What do young Ant feel?
you know about that? They lived on 60 something and Dinker when they were kids.
And they used to
That's
fight
on my
every
side.
day.
That's on the north side.
Yeah, they lived on the north.
And they,
How old is he?
42.
They'll turn 43 this year.
He say he 32, but he 42.
All right, so he older than me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask the homies.
I guess Nutty from 60s that's on death row used to live right there.
I think they mom did.
Okay,
But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But you know what I'm saying? I know that's cap. You wasn't nowhere there. But I just want to know in case you didn't hear. I mean,
yeah, but because you. So what schools he went to? So he had to go to like the Horseman.
he went to Henry Clay. He went to Henry Clay
area, but like that, like. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know that to be factual. I had to ask some homies, like, his age, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? What he was saying, he was fighting homies, like getting down with homies because he was banging 60s.
Yeah, because hey, look, I not to be messy. Nah, yeah, this may be a little messy.
No.
I want to know.
Yeah, I think that he was saying that they used to fight him over there in the A trays because his daddy was a 60. They knew his daddy was, but it was all lies. It was just all.
Yeah, that's a lie right there because you ain't just living over there and we just see you and we know your daddy from 60. Like, because we don't know who Nutty is. Like, a lot of people is just being brought out to who Nutty is and stuff like that unless you of that generation in time.
Right.
So we ain't going to just see you, oh, that's Nutty's son and we about to get you. Like, nah, that ain't, that's cap.
All right, let's move on from the J. Reed situation. But you guys are probably right. Wack could probably sliver his way out. But the dude who pulled them pants off and stripped that guy down.
Oh, he's going down.
It's a wrap for him.
He's going down.
Well, gloss. What is it? Lip gloss.
Man, that dude's name is Gloss. I don't know where he got that name from.
Yeah, so Lip Gloss and Termaine are definitely going down. And yeah, Wack, you got the gift of gab to probably get yourself out of that situation. But I wanted to ask y'all about this more recent movement of content creators that are doing content from their cells in prison. It seems really interesting. It seems super engaging. We all want to know what's going on behind the walls. Specifically, I'm talking about J Hood and B-Braze. They've been going up for the last month online. And I'm wondering, is this opening up a door for other guys in prison to say, hey, I can make a few $100s a month doing this? You're definitely making more money on YouTube than you are in prison. What they paying you? Pennies per hour to do a state job? But is it getting a little messy? How much is it contributing to the mess on YouTube?
Yeah, it's definitely getting messy. You feel me? It's definitely getting messy. You know what I'm saying? And like, yeah, I'm pretty sure you're gonna see a lot of other people who gonna start coming forward from the jail. I think I was like, as far as I know, I'm one of the newer people who on the scene, but I think I was like, as far as I know, I came up on the scene. That's what I was doing, telling jail stories, certain stories about me getting down with people and stuff like that.
From prison?
No,
or
not
after
from
you
prison.
came home?
No, after I came home.
Yeah.
I just started out in the space, but they just doing the same thing I'm doing, but they doing it from prison.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. And I just think when you speaking of politics, period, politics is messy. So like when you speak in people hoods and you speak in areas and stuff like that, and what happened, regardless of it being your truth, regardless of it being false, somebody gonna always come to rebut. Definitely if they're a victim or look like that their situation or community is in the wrong. You know what I'm saying?
I just started paying attention to J Hood after he kind of stamped Baby B-Braze's story with the 4 extras fight, but Ant told me he was doing content before then, so evidently J Hood his content ain't messy because I didn't hear about it before then. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't messy, but Baby B-Braze he ruffling a couple feathers, and I just hope whatever stories he telling, it don't start in on the yardie on. You know what I'm saying? Because he might offend the wrong person, and he might not believe the story you telling about his homie, and it might go there. But shit, other than that, I mean, shit, halfway with it. And but he told a story about 2 of my homies, and the only problem I got is he said I told some of his homies, but you know what I'm saying, they sweeping shit under the rug. I just want to know who he told. You know what I'm saying? Because then now you just ain't telling the story about that person. You making it seem like the homies don't handle business. But outside of that, I mean, shit,
What were you gonna say, Ant?
This is what I was gonna say. Yeah, and then pertaining to Braze, you know what I'm saying. Shout out to Braze, you know what I'm saying. That's a little bro. It get messy. It definitely get messy, the social media space and talking about these gangs and areas and stuff. And this will get messy, and I'm going to show you and give you a situation how it get messy. So yesterday, you just heard Munchie say that Braze got 2 segments on his homies. So somebody sent me a segment of Braze speaking on one of my homies. And so I know about the situation. I wasn't there for the situation. So it was like a situation of me being in YA. And, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do, you feel me? I'm smashing, I'm on stuff. But, with that, you pushing the line you push, you still create a lot of hate, whether you know what I'm saying, doing the right thing or the wrong thing. So long story short, when I left YA and went to Pelican Bay, you know what I'm saying, I left one of my homies behind. And you feel me? When I left, a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, that was mad at me or who wouldn't have challenged me, end up getting on him.
They took their anger out on you, on him.
Exactly.
Because you were gone.
Exactly.
Okay.
So he tell the story of one of these dudes taking their anger out on him, you know what I'm saying? And it's the truth. And like, you know what I'm saying, I stamp it. And like how kind of Munchie said, the only thing I really didn't like, but I wasn't really mad about it because like I said, this little bro, I really got a relationship with him. But I know this social media space can get messy. And when you starting to do these views, you know what I'm saying, you got monetized quick, you know what I'm saying, you already 11,000 strong and you probably only been on here like a month, going on 2 months type situation. So like, regardless of you saying that you ain't being messy and you ain't with the social media and this and that, it just happened. Like it'll get to your head and you get lost in the sauce sometimes, because he was kind of like, oh yeah, I got to spin the blocks on the 8 trays. Yeah, I got some on the 8 trays. And like for me, it ain't like, nah, you ain't got nothing on the 8 trays. You got something on Menace from 8 Trey. Like, you know what I'm saying? Menace ain't the 8 trays. You know what I'm saying? Menace one individual. You feel me? You act like, you know what I'm saying, that one individual speak for the whole gang.
Right.
So what was it he said? That he just got into a squabble with him?
He got into a squabble with a dude from East Coast. No, Braze didn't fight him. He told the account of Menace getting marked out by a dude from East Coast. The dude from East Coast whooping his feet so bad that he made Menace go PC. And I ain't got a problem, even though I wasn't there for that, I ain't got a problem with that, because, it wouldn't have happened on my watch, or if I was there, shit, if that happened to him, that's him. One thing about it, I'm not one of them dudes who's just going to come to the defense of his homie unless I know it's false. Now, if it's false, or if I hear something, of course, I'm going to look into it, because I'm on this social media space. And if it's false, of course, we're going to attack that. But if it's true, I'm not going to be mad. The truth is the truth. But it's just like, that's that individual. It's not the gang.
Hey, and for the record, that story about my homie, that ain't Red Bull, rest in peace. And then that ain't Tiny Menace. You know what I'm saying? That be the problem with sharing names. You feel me? When it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, that wasn't Tiny Menace that been speaking peace as of recently. And that wasn't Red Bull, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
That he told the story about.
So one last thing real quick. So with that, people watch all our content. So they seen the content that I put out last night, kind of further, like, basically saying what Braze said is true. But, on the flip side, let's speak on this. Somebody sent me a segment from Damien Porter, where Damien Porter is talking about a stabbing that happened in High Desert Prison, from the Hoovers, jumping on Braze. I was going to tap in with Braze and ask him, like, bro, is this you or this another Braze, But that's how messy the internet space is, that to people thinking that I'm mad or some type of beef, so they like, hey, look, here goes a story on Braze.
An OG homie was up there in High Desert. This just transpired recently, last year. And this OG homie, he is known as the Hoover General. You can imagine then how much clout he has, how much respect he has. Every Hoover, young and old, has heard his name. Many opposition, young and old, has heard his name. He's been incarcerated for some time, and at least for some time, he was indeed the general. You can argue that he still is. He was known for stabbing multiple homies, to the point where some people were beginning to question, is he with us or against us? But the thing is, he's just strongly political. He does not believe in transgressing against any rule or protocol. This is the circumstances onto which a dude from Denver Lane hit the yard. And the dude from DL hits the yard, and he has Hoover crossed out on his face. The so-called general, he catches wind of this, that this guy has just hit the yard, and he has a disrespectful tattoo parading on his face. The dude from Denver Lane was walking around the yard there in High Desert for a little while, and he had protection. He had security. They were just waiting and biding their time, were the Hoovers, waiting to catch him without his formidable security. But every time he walked the yard, the Damus, aka the Bloods, at least from his faction, was with him. Certainly they had knives and were prepared. They were protecting him. They knew, they understood what his tattoo represented, and that eventually these dudes are going to try to attack him. He got caught slipping right by the canteen behind the wall by his lonesome. He was by himself, had left his security, or his security had left him. They can't go with you everywhere. They're on the yard. They can walk with you around the yard, in the day room, in the building. But if you have to go behind the wall to the program office, you go to visit, you go to the canteen, you're back there by yourself, or you might have a homie back there with you or whatever, but you can't say, hey, all of y'all come back here with me. The police is not going to allow that. They stabbed him multiple times. 15, 16, 17 times. He lied there on the ground, seeking help, begging, beseeching, imploring for medical attention. They finally came and got to him and airlifted him out of there. They had to take him by helicopter to the hospital because he was barely hanging on to his life.
You know what I'm saying? Damien Porter just told this 3 months ago about how the Hoovers got on him in High Desert Prison for having Hoover whacked out on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I noticed that people that have multiple names, like there's a bunch of Ants from A-Tray, there's a bunch of Braze. That even confuses the stories that are being told because a lot of guys make the mistake of picking the wrong name and getting little, baby, tiny, all confused, and it just confuses the whole story and makes it even more messy.
Yeah, maybe a mistake. I ain't gonna say messy. Well, but like I think Damien Porter got the Ants mixed up when he told his story, right?
No.
He got Baby and Little Ant mixed up.
No, he had the Ants right. He was with Baby Ant. What had happened was it was just that it was like, from my understanding, like I said, I wasn't there, but for me asking Baby Ant, it was a false narrative. He said that basically Baby Ant had got into it with some Hoovers. Baby Ant was in the cell with him. Being that Baby Ant got into it with the Hoovers, you know what I'm saying, and smashed on the dude from Hoover at court, when he came back to the cell, he never let Damien Porter know that. He just basically told Damien Porter, like, hey, bro, you know, I'm about to move down here in the cell with my homies. So he said Baby Ant move out the cell with him. Next thing you know, he look up, he go to court or go on pill call the next day, and somebody tell him, like, man, hey, you heard what happened with your celly and your homie? And he like, no, like what happened? And he like, oh man, old boy from A-Tray got on one of your homies at court. And so he like, oh, so that's why he came back and moved out the cell with me. So when I asked Baby Ant like, what? Baby Ant like, bro, I've been moved out the cell from there. Man, what? He said, man, I was out the cell with him months before, at least a month before I got into it with his homie.
But I can say this: when you been gelling a lot, you'll get a little confused about stories.
For
a
sure.
little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like you forget the year, maybe the facility, shit like that. Like that happens.
Man, I be forgetting all type of stuff. You know how many people be having to remind me, or be not even reminding me, be telling me about stories about stuff I did that I don't even remember. Like what? Like, yeah, bro, you did this and got on Wooty Woot, or you got on me, and I'm like, yeah, like I don't remember that.
Yeah, it don't even jog your memory.
Yeah,
huh?
for sure.
Hey, I think though that 2025 is going to be the year of a lot of prisoners coming on YouTube, getting on their phone, whether they're renting it or if they're doing it themselves. Because I know that it's just not going to end here with J Hood and B-Braze. It's got to be more because everyone's watching this.
Yeah, they got their own genre right now.
And they see how both of their channels are doing very well too.
Look, I thought my channel shot to the top fast. You feel me? Like you know what I'm saying, I'm already at 20,000 subscribers and I'm just going on 6 months. Braze been on here probably going on, like, when you look at his channel profile, say his channel was created last year, but he wasn't on there last year. He just been on here like within the last month. You feel me? Going on probably 2 months, and he already at 11,000. So of course he monetized and all that and seeing money, and he doing views. So man, people definitely on that prison yard looking and seeing that. The police even looking and seeing them. So of course they about to try to get some of that money. You know what I'm saying? To where you broke, that might be the new hustle. To where you got people on these websites looking for women. Man, you know what, man? Get your phone, go on YouTube, tell these stories, man. Get monetized, get some dollars.
I'm gonna tell you this. I bet you B-Braze got a lot of people at the edge of their seat hoping their name don't come up.
Oh, for sure.
Y'all better hope he been smoking a whole lot of weed and forgetting some shit. I know, nervous.
No, for sure. People, you know what I'm saying, definitely already know, man. I know people because I be keeping it light. I don't even be putting people out there like that. I'll be getting so much information, man. You know, since I've been on social media, how many people call me and be like, hey, woo. I don't even lie. I was just on a phone call yesterday, you know what I'm saying, man, with some dudes, man, you know what I'm saying, and man, they was talking crazy and greasy about some stuff, like, man, you know, they ain't done to people and stuff they want to put out there, and just like, hey, man, would you be interested in putting this out there? I'm just like, what?
You was like, nah, I ain't trying.
Because I kind of be like, nah, some stuff where it's gang stuff, the truth is the truth, but I still be kind of like, because, you know, you be having relationships, you know what I'm saying, with certain dudes in these areas and stuff, and it's like, even though it's the truth, you know, I don't never, because I'm really not a messy dude. So even when I'm telling something, I don't never want to come off messy because that ain't even my stilo, none. You feel me? But man, some of these situations that be happening, it just like, man, it was shit.
I think people are really interested in seeing what goes on in prison from a guy in his prison cell talking.
For sure.
Because that is a front row seat to a place that is extremely private.
Really, it's the county jail stories, not prison though, because prison, like, you know, they respectful. Everybody trying to keep their people in line. I think it's the county jail stories. Even if you go to juvenile hall camp in YA, like that'd be more interesting.
And he hit an interesting point. That's what it is, the county jail, because the county jail is like survival of the fittest. You know, that's where you can be on your BS. You can't be on you ain't on no 4-yard acting like that. None. The 4-yard, you more focus in on, you know what I'm saying, the imminent danger, you know what I'm saying, and not trying to cross the lines and stuff like that, and just, you know what I'm saying, trying to be respectful and probably get off that thing. So it's pretty much, yeah, it's like Munchie said, the county jail stories, the YA stories, because YA was even, people be talking about YA was worse than the county jail, for real. Like YA, all type of stuff used to happen. Like all this stuff y'all be hearing about the county jail, I ain't gonna even lie, bro. We used to be doing a lot of this stuff in juvenile hall. I ain't gonna even lie. When I say I keep it light, Alex, I keep it light because I can say a lot of names that y'all be hearing. Man, I turned a lot of these dudes savage up, bro, on everything. Like we been on that. You know what I'm saying? Juvenile hall shot.
All right, my question is, before we move on, is are these guys just confined to their cells for doing content, or can they walk around the prison? What's the likelihood of taking that phone and taking it on the yard or to chow? Why is it only in the cell we see them doing their content?
I never been below a level 3, but I said a level 1, you probably walk around the dorm with your phone or some shit. The dorm.
Yeah, because I think that's
Level
coming.
1.
That's probably the future of what we're gonna see at some point. Is it possible?
I don't think you want to do that though. You gonna make your spot high, just kick back.
Okay.
Yeah, because you definitely, you know what I'm saying, unless you just want to, like Munchie said, blow the spot up. You know what I'm saying? You really don't want to showcase that you have a phone, but definitely that's where they be at. Like if you're gonna see somebody walking around, it's gonna be on one of them lower levels. B-Braze probably in the cell because he probably like on a 3 or 4 or something.
I think he on the 4.
He on the 4, so yeah, you ain't going on the yard with that phone. All them metal detectors and stuff you got to go through, that phone ain't making it for sure. Nah.
You notice they don't even want to say what pen they in, and that's smart. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you could just look it up on the website.
No, but they don't know these
You know their name.
Yeah, if you know their name.
Yeah,
But
we'd never say they governments unless you just a dry, the driest of the snitches.
well, one of your favorite YouTubers already said Braze's name on a video, so
Man, we gonna act like we didn't even hear that. That's crazy. I don't know. That's
Like I said, they had spoke themselves, like J Hood and said himself, said that he had to sell his phone because he said the police pulled down on him and told him like, hey, yeah, you know what I'm saying, as soon as you do something we don't like, we coming to hit your cell for that phone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, basically, I know you on YouTube and this and that, so it's just like, you know, you got the police, because what you got to understand to the stuff, like, you know what I'm saying, the stuff that we don't see will ever be mentioned. So you gotta like understand, like in the shadows and stuff like that, it's definitely people calling that prison. It's people that know them people, government name, you know what I'm saying, and seeing they face and calling them prison. Hey, Wooty Woo got a phone, he using the phone and stuff like that. So that's why Braze even said, like, I ain't got no phone. I rent my phones out. Like I pay $100, you know what I'm saying, rent the phone out, use it, and after I make my segments, you know what I'm saying, I pass it back out.
yeah, that's the smart way to do it. Never have your phone in a phone in your cell.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
It's crazy how much access people in prison have to cell phones and social media, because it's really the prison provides that. Without the prison itself, the phones would never get in there, right? It has to be the prison, the COs, and some of the administration.
be through visiting. I mean, if you're on a
Different
lower
ways.
level, they get it in. Yard crew come scoop it up or something, and then shit, you know, it be.
Man, it's different ways. Technology is advanced. You know, it's always an evolving door. So people gonna find different ways, whether it is a CO or whether it's a visiting room or whatever the case may be.
All right, your favorite hip hop mogul just got hit with 2 more charges. They added 2 more victims to his federal indictment. Sean Diddy, Puff Daddy, Combs is now looking at more charges and more things to fight.
Free Diddy, bro. They overdoing it now, bro.
He said free Diddy.
All right,
bro.
let me read
They
this.
Overdoing it.
It says federal prosecutors filed a superseding indictment against Combs in connection with allegations involving 2 new witnesses. Now, this is not a civil case, boys and girls. We are talking about a real federal criminal case. This is not just a lawsuit making allegations that will probably never see the light of day. These are allegations that are eventually going to find themselves in a courtroom or a guy pleading out. Sean Diddy Combs is accused of dangling a person over an apartment balcony and of coercing 2 additional women into commercial sex acts in an expanded indictment federal prosecutors filed against him this week. Combs was indicted in the Southern District of New York in September on charges of sex trafficking, racketeering, transportation to engage in prostitution. The new indictment does not add charges. Okay, so it doesn't add charges to the case, but it adds 2 more victims to the charge of transportation to engage in prostitution. So I stand corrected. It's not new charges, just new victims on the same charge.
I didn't mean to laugh though. You said commercial sex? What'd you call it? Commercial.
The indictment does not add charges to this case, but it adds 2 more victims
you
to the
said
charge of transportation to engage in prostitution.
Oh, you said it before that, but no, we keep pushing.
Okay.
Commercial sex, something.
Yeah, I'll come back to that. According to the new filing, Combs used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims, including but not limited to 3 female victims, to engage in commercial sex acts.
There we go. Commercial sex act.
Whatever that means.
Yeah, like, well, they getting sophisticated with his charges. New, I ain't gonna say new, but whatever.
Well, the feds could come up with a term that is probably borderline criminal, where you can be on one side of it, you're committing a crime, and you can be on the other side of it, and it's not a crime. So you just got to know how to stay on one side of the line, and they're saying basically Puffy crossed the line.
I'm just thinking about commercial burglary, residential burglary, and now you said commercial sex acts. I don't know, man. Free Diddy, bro.
Yeah, man.
He guilty of flying bitches out.
Sex parties. The same sex parties you was talking about going on in Sodom and Gomorrah. They mad at Diddy about the Sodom and Gomorrah parties.
All right, I just pulled up commercial sex acts definition. It says here, commercial sex acts include but are not limited to prostitution and or pornography as a means for the perpetrator to make money. It is not possible for a child under 18 to consent or be willing to engage in commercial sex acts. And the commercial sex act of a minor is automatically a crime.
So how is OnlyFans legal and they trying to charge him with a commercial sex act? They said, hey man, free Diddy, man. If you want to sell anything on your body, because I mean, you could cut people's hair, you could buy a haircut, but you can't buy no pussy.
Man, these people is so cold, man. You just gotta watch these people. It's a cold game out here because they'll find a broad out here prostituting, you know what I'm saying, and they'll make her, you know what I'm saying, place a whole story on the mail about him, you know what I'm saying, got her abducted and making her, you know what I'm saying, cross state lines and just make her do stuff, you know what I'm saying, without her willing consent, force, it just be crazy out here. And like Diddy, you know what I'm saying, some of this stuff might have been wild, you feel me? But like a lot of this stuff, you know what I'm saying, like they do it, you know what I'm saying? Definitely when you got this power and you got this money, you know what I'm saying, and you at, you know what I'm saying, a certain political level, man, they be having all type of freaky fetishes and freak offs and stuff, man. And they just, you know what I'm saying, bringing the house down on Diddy. Diddy just happened to be the scapegoat.
Well, we'll have to wait to because I want to hear the evidence. I want to know exactly. Right now, they're just throwing out charges without presenting the case. But I noticed in recent years, especially in the L.A. area, they have taken away victimizing women for prostitution. They don't get arrested and go to jail as often as they used to. The feds will still do it. But the LAPD ain't arresting none of these girls no more.
No,
they're walking the blade.
They look at the hoes as the victim.
Yeah, they're the victim.
They really want the pimps. Like, so if the female go to jail, they cite them out, assign them a counselor, or even give them some housing. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
They want you to go to court on this pimp. They want who, you know what I'm saying, behind you.
Now, hey, in your neighborhood, Ant, years ago, this was you was probably a kid. when bro started killing chicks along Western.
Grim Reaper.
The Grim Reaper.
I just did a story on
Grim
him the other
Sleeper.
day and took it down because they flagged my page. I'm gonna have to figure out another way.
I think dude lived on 81st Street.
I know him, Lonnie.
Yeah, Lonnie. He used to fix
Lonnie.
cars. Yeah, Lonnie. Everybody knew Lonnie.
Fix cars, sell cars,
Yeah.
dirt bikes, mini bikes, all that. I know
Everybody in the neighborhood ain't got nothing but good things to say about him. That's the cold part.
Well,
yeah, it was just he just, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people like that you see every day, man. You know what I'm saying? Be regular people or be people you see, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
you wouldn't even think the worst about him, you know what I'm saying? Nighttime come or that certain time when that demon element come, they flick the switch.
Hey, do you know how they was able to catch him?
Yep.
It was cold how they did it, and it was brand new technology.
Son.
His son's DNA.
His son.
Yeah, his son caught a case.
His son.
His DNA went in the database, and they said this DNA is not our killer, but this DNA is related to our.
So there's
our
got to
killer.
be like,
Yeah.
and it's so relatable, it got to be like a father or brother.
And then they linked it to Lonnie Franklin.
Lonnie started following him, you know what I'm saying? He went to that pizza parlor, ate. They came in that pizza parlor, told the manager, like, hey, you know, we've been following this dude, you know what I'm saying? We building a case on him, you know what I'm saying? We want to know if we can dress up, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, handle our business. The pizza parlor manager told him, yeah, sure, you know what I'm saying? Soon as, I'm saying, they watched him, they did their thing at the pizza parlor, you know what I'm saying? He ate, and I guess when he left, they got them utensils.
Yep.
Took it back to the lab. It was a match. Came and got Lonnie.
I want to say that Lonnie's was one of the first family DNA cases. It wasn't direct DNA; it was family DNA that eventually.
Cold game.
Yeah.
And he could like, man, you gotta be a freak, like, man. So he like this. So man, a lot of people. I was shocked, but I'm just saying, just even the people who really, really know him, because you know me from the outside is looking at, oh man, it's Lonnie. Lonnie got the cars for sale. You know, you go get your stuff fixed from Lonnie. You know, stuff like that. But you know, Lonnie had a whole family and all the little stuff. And like later on at nighttime, you flick the switch to where you just demonetized to where you riding around, raping and shooting women. And just leaving your semen in them. You hitting, you ain't putting no condom on or nothing. You just skeeting in them and shooting them. Like, that's crazy.
Well, a lot of when he started doing that, they weren't using DNA.
I know.
But they were still saving the evidence.
Yeah, I know.
And then when the DNA came in, they went back to all this old evidence and started testing it out. And yeah, they eventually caught up with Lonnie Franklin. It was a shock because everybody knew this dude. And at that time, they used to say that black people weren't serial killers. Now, in recent years, I think there's been like 2 or 3 more that have come out the woodworks.
The definition of serial, what? If you do the same crime,
I think you got to kill three or more people. Yeah.
Everybody's serial killers out here in South
For
Central.
sure. You do the same crime 2 or 3 times, you a serial killer.
Right.
Yeah. I think you got to kill three people.
3 or more.
3 or more. But you have to do it in a certain time period. Now, if you just go kill 3 people in one instance, that's not serial killing. That's just mass murder.
Yeah, in this gangbang culture, it's serial killers for
Serial
sure.
killers, you know what I'm saying? Repeat the repeated act. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He repeated this act, you know what I'm saying?
But I think Lonnie Franklin got like 20 bodies though.
Man, they had like 70. They had a billboard of women on there.
Yeah, but he didn't do all of those. There's no way he did.
Yeah, he
all
did.
Of them. They didn't prove that he did all of them.
All these,
They
over all
didn't,
these,
but it was like pretty much all of them was. They only got him with the ones that was matching that same caliber of weapon.
Well, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, and
you don't need it now. The benefit of the doubt.
yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna put 70 bodies on the dude.
Do it matter?
So I ain't gonna put 70 bodies on him.
No, I'm gonna pull up how many he was actually convicted of. But yeah, I did see that big ass poster.
Man,
Yeah,
They had like a how you say it, diaphragm.
all black women, man. That
like-
shit was crazy.
he was convicted of how many here? I think bro ended up committing. Did he commit suicide? Oh, he just
No,
he
he
just
was found
died.
dead.
Yeah, he just died on death
natural cause.
row. Yeah. Hey, you know he came up with the first generation of the Westside Crips. So all of them dudes over there knew him.
For sure.
Yeah, because he's born in 52.
Yeah, no, all the homies know him.
Tookie
Like,
was born in 53. Donald Archie was born in 54. So they all grew up with this guy.
A lot of homies know him. Like I say, he
Yeah.
grew up right. I grew up 2 blocks away from him on 79th. Like, so, like, definitely, for sure. There's a lot of homies that lived on that 80th and 81st front. So,
Okay, it says here 10 victims, possibly 25 or more. That's incredible, bro.
I believe it's trending upwards.
And he did more than Jeffrey Dahmer. He did more than our other LA serial killer, Richard Ramirez from 85. he has the record right now for L.A. I think he may have done more than Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy was a cold killer also. He did it in 2 states. He did it in Colorado and Florida. But yeah, Lonnie Franklin, boy, that's
Yep, and it was funny. I was in jail with him too when he got down. They had him and Conrad Murray. I was in high power with them.
oh, was that like 09 or 2010?
10.
Okay, 10.
Conrad Murray. I went down in 09, but that's when I was with him in 10. I ended up getting sent to high power in 2010, and I was up there with Dr. Conrad Murray and old Lonnie, man.
Okay, so they were both in high power.
Yeah.
And you were in high power too?
Yeah.
Why did they send you to high power?
But people dropped the kite on me. I was already at 8 high. OSJ just pulled down on me, told me, you know what I'm saying, my points was at a 9. I was going to high max because they said the Mexicans, the blacks, everybody was dropping kites on me.
Oh, were you in there also when the Mexican mafia dude named Lalo was in high power around that time?
Yeah.
He was fighting a case, I believe. He ended up ODing in his cell. But yeah, because of people like Lonnie Franklin, they have taken the criminalization out of prostitution for women. They don't want to arrest them anymore. They don't want to charge them anymore.
Ooh, Lonnie changed the game for
No, you believe that's because of him?
Well, there was a big movement saying that these women are not criminals because most of the women he killed were
Smokers and night walkers.
chicks that he picked up off the blade. Yeah. So
I mean, the main one, she acted like she wasn't no night walker. She said she was just walking to her friend's house, like trying to go to a party. He pulled up on her. She was looking at his car. It was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? He pulled up and was like, oh, yeah, I see you looking at my car. She like, yeah, you got like a nice car. Woo. He tried to holler. She was like, oh, no, I'm cool. You know, I'm just going right here to my friend's house and going to a party. And he was like, oh, that's the problem with you black women right now. And every time somebody give y'all a compliment and try to talk to y'all act like this. So she was like, just so he wouldn't trip and just to calm him down, she was like, oh, okay, well, she like, my friend only lived like a block away. I hopped in the car thinking he gonna drop me off. She's like, he kept straight, bent another corner. As soon as he bent the corner, she said he turned into a whole nother character, just started calling her somebody else's name. Like, I'm tired of you doing me bad and cheating on me and this. She like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I think he said you being disrespectful.
No, she said, she I'm tired of you dogging me out and doing you the way you doing me. That's what she said. He said, I'm tired of you dogging me out, girl, and doing you the way to doing me. And she like, what you talking about? And she like, when she seen he started getting crazy and turned towards the alley, she opened the door to try to about to try to open the door, and he already had shot her, but she didn't know. And he told her like, if your ass open that door, I'm gonna shoot you again. Said she looked down, he got a gun in his hand, and then that's when she started looking like, damn, he shot me. Like shit. And then she like, before she knew it, she blacked out, came back to. He was on top of her, you know what I'm saying? Raping her, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
got away though. She got away, right? Yeah.
Yeah, because after he raped her, I think like wherever he raped her at, you know what I'm saying, he hit a few more corners, pushed her out the car, yeah.
Thought she was dead.
Thought she was dead, you know what I'm saying? And she said she hopped up, like laid in the street for a minute, then hopped up, ran to her friends. Like she said, she looked where she at, wherever he dropped her off at, wasn't too far from where her friend lived. Said she ran to her friend's doorstep, collapsed on her doorstep.
Yeah, that's why the case was so cold against him, because not only do they have the DNA, they got surviving victims that are basically saying he's the one, you know. So it was a wrap for him.
Yeah, man.
San Quentin death row. All right, let's see here. So yeah, Diddy is got a whole world of more troubles, and we'll see how that case plays out. Man, let's talk about this thing. I don't know if you guys were tapped in with this whole 50 Cent and Big Meech thing. It was a little bit confusing to me because I just watched the show that 50 Cent produced on Stars, did the whole Big Meech saga, did the whole story, and it just seems like all of a sudden these guys are, I don't know, they doing a Munchie B Spider Loke right now.
Hey, nah, 50 not wrong though.
Okay, this article says 50 Cent calls Big Meech a rat amid drama.
You think 50 not wrong?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I like to hear this. How 50 not wrong, Munchie?
Oh, I read the article. I'm gonna say.
All right, the title says 50 Cent calls Big Meech a rat amid drama with BMF's Tammy Cowens. 50 Cent's latest Instagram post sparks controversy over Big Meech's past and Tammy Cowens' role in the BMF drama. 50 Cent has once again ignited controversy, this time calling Demetrius Big Meech Flenory a rat in a cryptic Instagram post. The comment has sparked heated debates within the hip-hop community and raised questions about the future of the Stars hit series BMF, which chronicles the rise of Black Mafia family. And then 50 Cent put a picture of a rat, and on the bottom of it, he put, I think I'm Big Meech, which is a line from Rick Ross's song from back in 06, 07. I think I'm Big Meech. No, I'm Larry Hoover.
BMF blowing money fast. So.
Yeah. Adding to the speculation is Tammy Cowens, a former BMF associate who has now been pulled into the controversy. 50 Cent post has fans wondering if she plays a role in the ongoing tension between him and Big Meech. Munch.
Okay, man, you know what's up with this dude, man. They got a strong dislike for each other. I'm talking about Rick Ross and 50 Cent. This dude basically changed your son's life, dude. He put him in acting school, put him in front of the big screen. You know what I'm saying? He revamped, kind of revamped Big Meech in a way. You know what I'm saying? Because you was on your ass, you was in jail, bro. So for you to go on camera, all that, and buddy with his op being Rick Ross, that's just loyal. You know what I'm saying? You could look at it like, oh, they ain't got nothing to do with me, but come on, bro. This your business partner, and I guess I ain't gonna say friend because that's a strong word, but you out of line, bro. You shouldn't have been dealing with Rick Ross, bro.
Yeah, I could feel what Munchie saying that. Why is Big Meech hanging out with Rick Ross? That makes no sense.
Why? So yeah, I view it different because it's a situation. So Big Meech is from Detroit. Rick Ross is from Florida. 50 Cent is from Queens, New York. And what I'm about to say, I don't mean to highlight this to put out there. It might not be known to the public and anybody else, but let me say this because I was in the feds with Big Meech. What a lot of people don't know is Big Meech a Crip. You know what I'm saying? Big Meech is a Crip. So
West Boulevard?
Yeah. So
with LA ties or
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? You know, I ain't put out there who he tied to down here. But you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, what y'all gotta understand, even before Big Meech is a hustler on top of that. All the D-boys, all the rappers, they pay homage to this dude. A lot of these dudes is writing this dude, sending this dude pictures. You know what I'm saying? When he was in jail, before 50 Cent even came out with that BMF thing, a lot of these rappers and dudes already had ties with Big Meech.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Big Meech, come on. Like, he still had cash. Like, he was comfortable in jail, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? You got to understand, he still had people like Jeezy on the team. It's a lot of people. You got to remember and listen to how many people shout Meech out and speak on Meech. And even before 50 Cent came out with the BMF spinoff thing, Rick Ross had the song out already. I think I'm Big Meech, huh? You feel me? He was already paying homage to the man. And I'm pretty sure it was writing him. Like a lot of these dudes, Meech got pictures. These dudes was coming to see Meech. They was coming up to the jail to see Meech. All different type of exotic women and all that. So Meech, and then this the thing, you know Meech character. Just how you depicted Meech in BMF, that's the type of nigga that Meech is, a laid back player type nigga. You know what I'm saying? Ain't on the beef shit and don't really get niggas beef. So you already know what type of person you dealing with. So regardless of the business you got going on, that's business. You know what I'm saying? This is a personal relationship he got with another man. How you gonna be mad at that? And then trying to expose him as a rat because you look like the goofy now for trying to expose him as the rat because you was dealing with a rat if he is a rat, and now you exposing it because he did something you don't like. Just the same thing we talking about these dudes in jail.
All right, so you saying that if he's exposing him as a rat, that means you knew all along.
He been knew. The Tammy, look, not to cut you off, Alex, excuse me. When Big Meech first got out of jail, him and 50 was cool. Taking pictures and all that. When he first got out of jail, I did a segment on it. People was already doing segments about how he got out of jail and the Tammy Cohen thing. So 50 been knew about that.
Okay, but see, 50 not tripping on him being a rat because it's business. It ain't like everybody gonna slide on some options or like the same thing like he was
But that's not player to do if I know you a rat, bro. And I'm supposed to be, both of these dudes are street dudes, even though we doing business. But if I know you a rat and I'm accepting you a rat, When I get into it with you, I'm not about to go public and say, "Oh, you a rat,"
Okay, so the
because I dealt with you like
the same way 50 in the world know Big Meech character, how he non-confrontational, he just a good dude, he F with everybody. You know 50 Cent character. He's zero tolerance, and then you do some bullshit with him, you out of there. He gonna record you crying like you did Young Buck, and like, all right, when you know what I'm saying, do effed up shit with him. But it's a wobbler though. I mean, if I was 50, I probably would. I would have cut out.
But you know, 50 is a troll regardless, so I don't think he's going to miss out on an opportunity
I like his style of
to
trolling.
respond.
But I just wonder what he thought was gonna happen. Like he trolled Terry. I'm saying he trolled Southwest T. Southwest T took a picture with Big Meech. I mean, took a picture with Rick Ross and all that before Meech got out and all that stuff. So it's just like, for me, it was like, how you didn't see it coming? What you thought because y'all had BMF that this man was just gonna be like, oh, I ain't gonna deal with Rick Ross or take no picture with Rick Ross. Like, man, Meech know too many people. This nigga, man, a lot of people want to be like this man's a player.
Hey.
Like, a lot of dudes put this dude on a pedestal, definitely in his African American community. So, man, like, Meech gonna see money regardless. Like, he's a money magnet.
As friendly as and Mariah, she's a nice girl. She's friendly and non-confrontational. If she pop up in a picture with Stinc Team, anything, you're not my co-host no more.
If she
you're out of here.
Okay, what if Mariah?
That's see, Ari, and that's what I wanted to get to. I'm glad he said that.
What if Mariah interviewed? What's Draco's brother's name?
I said
Ralphie the
I
Plug.
said Stinc
Just
Team.
an interview. Just an interview.
I said Stinc Team. Anything.
Anything. Yeah.
ANYTH.
Okay, so that's personal.
Yeah.
So this is my thing. Us as street dudes, we gotta see clearly, speak clearly, and like judge things on how it's supposed to be. So this is my thing. What he had going on with those dudes, I can agree. That's personal. You know what I'm saying? To where, like, if I would have seen you out, we own that. 50 Cent and Rick Ross, man, these dudes got too much money, man. If these dudes seen each other out in public, bro, these dudes' security team and these dudes that they got with them might have a brawl. Like, they not about to fight each other. These dudes seeing too much money. This is just for social media, to where, like, if I was 50 and Meech did what he did on my mama, I wouldn't have no problem with him, because I'm not trying to unalive Rick Ross. And now I can so that's what I'm saying. Like, when it's something serious like that, to where somebody had did something to you, or it's like some personal, like, funk, man, this a rap beef. 50 Cent and Rick Ross, it's a fake rap beef, man. Them dudes ain't trying to unalive each other. They keeping smoke up in the media, you know what I'm saying, seeing views and trolling each other, you feel me? This is all it is. It's really a troll thing, but that ain't something I'm a troll behind, like, oh yeah, you over there with Ross and this and that. Like, man, these man, people, just the personality that Big Meech in, this man been paying homage to Big Meech, man.
But my question is, what are the actual rat allegations? Is it Tammy Cowan?
Yeah, so basically this is what it is.
Third party
cooperation. Meech never cooperated, but what they are saying is he used Tammy Cowan to cooperate. So the feds got like a lot of lingo. They got like a lot of games, and like how you explained earlier, the feds, they so cold, like you'll be fighting the case, and if they don't know how to fight it, or if it's something that they haven't been up against before, they'll make something up on the spot. Like, oh yeah, we doing this. Ooh, you be like, man, like, where they do that at? Like, they just wrote the bill right here in court right now and just changed the game. So they saying Tammy Cowan, you know what I'm saying, basically went and spoke and gave some evidence up. So the feds, they allow some stuff like this. Let's say you catch a case. You in there, you know what I'm saying, you got a lot of time, you got 30 years, you feel me? The feds would allow you to use somebody from the streets. So let's just say, you know me, Joe Blow or whatever. Hey, look, man, you feel me? I'm trying to get up out of here. And if I got some information that the feds will want, or something that can help them, you know what I'm saying, they will let me give that information to help you out of jail. I can go in there and play ball with them. Like, hey, look, you know what I'm saying, I got this information. I know y'all want some, I know there's some information y'all want, but I'm trying to get my folks out of jail. You know what I'm saying?
So Cowan provided some information, to the feds. Had nothing to do with Big Meech though.
It was to get him out of jail.
But it wasn't about his case though. The information wasn't connect. Do we know what the information was?
I got the information in my phone. I never read it, but I don't know if it was about his. Somebody sent it to me, so I don't know if it was actually about the BMF case, because that was a big case, or I don't know if she had like some other. But no, you know what it was?
There's information on somebody else.
They were setting people up.
So is 50 Cent? Is 50 Cent kind of reaching, calling Big Meech a snitch? Then
A lot of people was calling Meech a snitch.
No, if you
a lot of this stuff is wobbler, so a lot of people gonna view it. Can you say Big Meech is a snitch? No, but you know you got people viewing that he used her, so it's just like tomato to some people. Like it's just like you hanging with a known snitch, but you trying to say I'm not a snitch, but you know this person is knowingly a snitch.
if you cooperating through somebody else, so it don't come out of your mouth, that's telling. Like I don't know the intricacies of it. Like he got it and haven't read it. Like I don't know nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying. So if I heard it or ran through it, then I could probably judge better. But if you tell third party, you telling. If Ant have his little bra go to the station on his behalf and tell to get him out on somebody else is doing it up in A-trays and smoking people, that's telling.
To sum it up, for sure. But it's just ain't your name gonna come up on nothing. So as far as you going to jail,
Like, no face, no case, huh?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like a lot of people can play that in their favor. Like you can act like you don't know, regardless of what we think or know. Like, oh man, you told your girl to do that. You gave her that information. Like, man, look, my name ain't on nothing, man. I didn't tell nothing. I ain't know she was gonna go do that. What you want me to do? Smoke my girl?
Right.
so it's almost fair to say that the TV show is probably going to end whatever season they're in. That's probably it's a wrap. It doesn't make sense.
Hey, and for the record, since we talked about the dudes in jail, to the convicts, third party rolling it up is rolling it up. If you have your mama call up to the county jail, say my baby gotta get out of there, and then they call you and you go on a pass and never come back, that's rolling it up.
Man, for sure. If you have your girl call up there, say
Right.
that you in imminent danger, you know what I'm saying? Something is going on, they need to get you up out of there and they come get you.
What if that person made the call without your knowledge or without you even having anything to do with it?
Well, obviously you got on the phone and told them something that you fear for your life.
Well, yeah. What if you just had a simple conversation like, "Yeah, I got to get at these dudes. They trying to rush me off the yard. They stabbed me up, but I ain't nothing I can't
But you're
handle."
supposed to know who you're talking to, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't get on the phone with my mama and tell her nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Because my mama don't come from that walk of life, and then she like, what? My baby, what? You know what I'm saying?
And then she makes those calls on her
Right,
own.
right. I wouldn't tell my mom. Like I got my pop something different. Like, man, they ain't here tripping.
But okay, you might tell your pops that, but what if your pop says, "You know
He ain't
what?
gonna
I'm
do that.
worried about my
I ain't
son.
gonna do it.
I'm worried about my son."
Yeah, but he ain't gonna do it. No, he ain't gonna do it.
Hey,
No, but that's an ugly, because it could be a situation. But like Munchie said, it all depends on who you tell. But some situation you ain't got no control over that. And I'm saying, because now, even though my mama ain't never did this, because my mama, she not of the streets either. But if I really like set her down, or if I'm telling her like, "Hey, mama, don't do this," like for real,
You want to get
like,
me in trouble, right?
Yeah, she gonna just like, all right, you know what I'm saying? But it could be a situation to where you just calling your moms, or you know what I'm saying, you calling a sister or somebody that do talk. But you not calling them because you're trying to get that situation out there. Let's just say like this, because it have been situations where I know I had some money out there or had stuff involved going on the streets, or a play about to go down, or a visit or anything, and I might have to call because the yard about to go up, and I know I'm about to book someone, get on someone. I got into it with a dude, so I know that this, you know what I'm saying, could potentially be something. So, you know, I might mac in like, "Hey, look, if you don't hear from me, well, such and such time, you know, I'm about to go to the hole, or I'll be in the hole." You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna tell you who was with or what's going on, but I'm gonna just like, "Look, I might be in the hole. I got a little situation that I gotta handle. But if you hear from me later on, you know it's good. If you don't, you know I'm in the hole." You feel me? Or a little situation like that. So if you tell that to the wrong people, let's just say you call and you tell your people like, "Look, I gotta handle some business. I might be going to the hole." You know what I'm saying? But you know, I'll hit you, let you know, and then your people just, you hang the phone, they like, "Man, let me call the jail and see what's going on. Hey, what's going on? Because I just got a call, and I don't know if he having a problem or something going on at y'all jail, but he talking about he might be going to the hole." So I'm trying, you know, a situation like that. So, man, you know.
All right, I'm a little confused on the Big Meech release because, Munchie, remember several months ago, we covered a story where he had a new attorney named Brittany, and she was going to work his case and work her magic and get Big Meech released out of prison early. This was through the attorney, not no Tammy Cowan. And now all of a sudden this Cowan woman is in the picture.
No, the woman been in the picture though.
Yeah, but I thought the lawyer was working her legal expertise on getting Big Meech released early?
Man, it's called picking up where you left off from. She probably picked up where the last lawyer was you know what I'm saying, having them talks. We all like this all hypothetical because you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying maybe.
Yeah.
We just gotta look into the Cuffy paperwork.
Yeah, but that probably was just going on. She probably was like, you know what I'm saying? Because see, before she even came into play, I know back in 2019, I want to say that was 2019 or 2020, they had let his brother out. You know what I'm saying? Southwest T. He had got out because of COVID. During the COVID stuff in jail in one of them spots, he was at. A lot of people was up there dying and stuff like that. So he shot his shot to the judge, you feel me, to get out, you know what I'm saying, through the little clemency or like the little COVID act they had going on, because a lot of people in the feds got out during that COVID time. And Southwest T was one of them. The judge granted his release. Big Meech tried to go up and do the same thing. They denied him. You know what I'm saying? So this could have been, you know what I'm saying, the lawyer, you know what I'm saying, picking up from where that lawyer left off, or it could have been the same lawyer. And I think, you know what I'm saying, somewhere just, you know what I'm saying, within that time, you know what I'm saying, Tammy Cohen probably was like an ace in the hole or plan B or something, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just like we don't know, like he said, hypothetically speaking, I don't think she just came out of nowhere and provided no information on Meech's behalf. But who am I to know? Maybe she could have. She could have just been on this job like, I want to see him out here. I'm about to use this information to get him out. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, especially when y'all got business together, because you know she got his life rights.
For sure.
All right, we'll touch back on this Big Meech case in the future. We'll see if this show continues. I only watched the first season. The first season was actually pretty good. I didn't really get to tap in with the second season. I don't know, is it in the third season now? And y'all keep up with the show?
It's 3 seasons.
Yeah,
it's 3 seasons.
Just watched the first season. It was pretty good. All right, before we wrap up, man, we gotta acknowledge that our boy Kendrick Lamar won multiple Grammys, really off of a diss song, an album that was inspired by a diss song. Now, earlier I said I don't believe anyone's ever won a Grammy for a diss song, Munch. But is there a
Drake did. Drake he got a Grammy
back
for back to back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was on Meek.
Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know.
So now that he got back to back, and he want to sue, that ain't cool. You feel me?
I thought I heard he dropped the lawsuit against UMG.
I heard that.
Man,
but
he got so many lawsuits, though. It's like 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, but they're all civil suits, though. They're all civil, because his brand was hurt. His money was hurt.
That's like me doing all this whooping ass through the hood, beating the homies up, and then all of a sudden I want to sue Inglewood family because the homie beat me up. So I'm like, man, y'all let them get off on me first. Man, that's weak. That's weak.
Get off on me first.
Well, I got a picture here of Kendrick Lamar holding 4 Grammys from the other night. Kendrick Lamar sweeps the 2025 Grammys with Song of the Year win. Not Like Us had just won Record of the Year when Lamar was pulled backstage. And then the 2025 Grammy telecast has been okay. They're trying to raise money. They're integrating Kendrick Lamar's story of winning Grammys with the fires here in Altadena, LA area. But immediately after winning Record of the Year, Kendrick Lamar and his collaborators emerged from backstage at the 2025 Grammys to collect the trophy for Song of the Year. Lamar was speechless and starstruck after taking the golden gramophone from presenter Diana Ross, herself a 13-time Grammy nominee. His speech shouted out pioneering West Coast artists like G Malone, Problem, Maestro, as well as former label mate Schoolboy Q, Ab-Soul, and J-Rock. And I noticed that DJ Mustard was on that stage looking a whole lot trimmer than he has been in the past. Bro's been in the gym working out for sure.
Oh, yeah, he been in the gym for a minute.
Yeah.
Because, that homie is cell designer in his size. So, they want to get into that, you know what I'm saying?
But, hey, he's going into, from 2024, going into 2025 with the Grammy wins. Now he's about to do the Super Bowl this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
And he's probably going to be the artist of the year again in 2025, because I know he's got an album probably. He's going to take that Super Bowl performance, probably drop something either the end of this month or in beginning of next month. Hopefully another GNX type album where every song is a banger, and just dominate 2025.
Yeah, K-Dot, if you listen and use an interlude from one of my interviews on a podcast on there and let me talking or something like that, you know, that'd be decent, you know what I'm saying? No, but he officially the king of the West, bro.
There is no doubt that anybody can acknowledge his sheer dominance.
If you hating on K-Dot, man, you just a hater.
All right, I want to play his speech. You know, he shouted out a couple of sections of LA, and you might be surprised one of the sections he shouted out, Munch. But let me play this clip.
As selected by the 13,000 voting members of the Recording Academy, the Grammy goes to, even if it's not you, Beyonce, I might just say this. Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar.
Block 1.
They played that part?
Ain't that crazy?
I wonder what the Super Bowl gonna do.
35. Wop, 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 wop.
Oh, the Grammys officially like F Drake.
Oh, they went up.
Wow.
What's up with it? Oh, what the deal? B, what's up? First and foremost, all praise to the Most High. We woke up this morning. Rest in paradise, my auntie Sharon, she transitioned yesterday, so this is special right now, you know. She probably, you know, watching it from up there, so make sure y'all got your smiles on, right? You know, make her feel good. Dre, what's up? Doc Dre, what's up? Swiss, what's up? We're gonna dedicate this one to the city. Compton, Watts, yeah. Long Beach, Inglewood, Hollywood, out to the Valley, Pacoima, IE, San Bernardino, all that. You know, this is my neck of the woods that's held me down since a young pup, you know, since I was in the studio scrapping to write the best raps and all that, you know, in order to do records like these. So I can't give enough thanks, you know, to these places that I rolled around since high school, you know, and most importantly, the people and the families out in the Palisades and Altadena. This is a true testament that we're gonna continue to restore this city. And yeah, we're gonna keep rocking. My boy Mustard, where you at, man? What's up?
I ain't got nothing to say but Westside.
Hey, man, we gave it up for Inglewood. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Champ City, no pity and all that. You feel me? Gave it up for Winnie 100 Pacoima area.
Wait, he said
Shout
Inglewood?
out to 2Ps.
I didn't hear the Inglewood. He said
Oh,
Inglewood.
man, your ears, man.
I didn't hear him say Los Angeles.
You need
though.
to go get a hearing test.
Did he say Los Angeles?
You ain't even gotta
Man,
say Los
you
Angeles.
ain't got to, 'cause like
that's
Ant
Los
said.
Angeles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
what
don't even feel no way. I mean, what he's gonna say with you, South Central? Oh, that's Los Angeles. You
I know
what I'm saying?
he definitely started off with the hub and the dub.
Yeah, Compton Watts. He definitely said Compton Watts. You know,
But I was
for
surprised he threw in
Then
that.
went Inglewood.
Where did that
Then
Pacoima
when he
come
went
in?
Long Beach, Inglewood.
Yeah.
Pacoima, man. Pacoima, they deserve they just do too. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Shout out Pacoima. Just because it's one mole out there, you know what I'm saying? Pacoima's still good.
Yeah, Pacoima, Panorama City, North Hollywood.
Yeah, my niggas from Liggett Street, Panorama City, all that.
But yeah, man, they did it big. I don't think I've ever heard a Grammy play that much of the song before the actual artist got to talk.
Yeah, then play all of this part though. Like, so you know the Grammys, you know, because like a lot of times, you know, when Drake was having his ring and having it his way, you know, he used to like he got a couple of records where he talk about Grammys, you know what I'm saying, really not caring for them and stuff like that, and having so many of them, and like how he is the Grammys. So it's like now the Grammys, and it's like a lot of people is finding the time like to try to pay Drake back, like if they caught any flack or seem like he threw any, you know what I'm saying, shade or slight, you know what I'm saying? Because they played that whole song and just the parts they was playing was wop, you know what I'm saying, minor and major.
And they sung along to the minor part.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
cold.
Man, how would you be feeling if he was Drake right now?
Steaming Willie Beeman, man.
I think he's in the lab trying to create a comeback. A comeback song, a
I
comeback.
ain't gonna lie, you know what blew the comebacks? All them suits that kept on coming out, and then you know what really messed it up? The suits against the reaction channels.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
He tried to get some video.
So I could have been in one of them suits because I did a few segments about it, and I like Drake, him and Kendrick, but I like as an artist, like, you know what I'm saying, like he's definitely one of the great artists, but it's just like, you know, he kind of like he let this little situation with Kendrick kind of like set like a little tarnish like on his legacy because how he's like scrabbling, you know what I'm saying, running around, you know what I'm saying, trying to do anything. It's just shit rap. I lost a rap battle, rap.
Hey, he should have lost the way Meek Mill lost to him. Meek Mill just lost. He just took the L.
Yeah, for sure.
And he couldn't seem to accept the L in a regular way.
Yeah, it's either come back with all the records, you come back with a record, keep rapping, and if they ain't here, if you lost, you lost. You know, carry on. You still Drake. You still got a big fan base. It's still big money, but I think he kind of like made his stock crash a little more with all these civil suits that he was filing, and then the internet having their way with it.
And I believe that Kendrick got a couple more diss tracks just sitting there in the wings waiting.
The dissing back and forth is over.
It's over.
Yeah,
no,
but you got to have something just in case.
Drake had just set a diss record out. What was that, like a week ago or 2 weeks ago? Like right after Joey Badass did his diss record, Drake dropped like another diss record. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like after you and got a KO or a win as big as Kendrick, like what am I gonna keep going back and forth from? I already did that. That's like, I ain't gonna even lie. I had a situation, right? Because, you know, it's like some people that have fights and then, you know, you might have 2 or 3 fights with somebody. But like I told somebody, depending on if I'm going to give you a run back or not, this is how the first fight went. Like if I just whooped you bad, man, we not about to do this again. I ain't going to have no fun in this. Then if you gave me a squabble, all right, we can run that back. But if I just demolished you, man, we not about to do that again. Man, that's over with. That happened. That's done.
What if bro went to the gym, was working out, and it's a year later,
Nobody got to
and
wait
he's
for you
like,
to get
Ant,
me fixed.
let's run it back again a year later. Someone that you whooped out good.
Man, I whooped your feet, bro. You ain't even touched me, man. I ain't even trying to see that no more. Man, that's dumb, man. If you would have put up a fight, you know what I'm saying, made it memorable, then yeah, you know, let's go. But you know what I'm saying, man, man, it's over with. You had your shot, champ.
No rematches.
Yeah, that's out.
All right, well, congratulations to Kendrick Lamar and also to your girl Claressa Shields. Munch, she won that fight the other night.
She did her thing.
She dropped her opponent in the last round.
Yeah, buzzer beater.
Yeah.
Wobbled that tall thing.
Yeah. She wasn't really doing too much.
But you know, experience trump everything. You know what I'm saying? Because our girl only had 5 fights. She was undefeated, but she only had 5 fights.
Yeah.
You know, experience.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I thought that she should have been more active than her opponent with the jab, since she had the height, she had the reach, but she couldn't do nothing.
No, she gets some more fights up under her belt, she gonna be good.
Clarissa's like the female Mike Tyson right now. Can't nobody really beat her.
Yeah. What y'all think if she had gotten the ring with what's the name?
Layla Ali?
Yeah.
I heard them say something about Layla Ali,
baby.
but she's too old right now. She's too old to come back.
Sure. No, definitely.
But I think Layla in her prime, Layla in her prime was tall and big like her opponent, but stronger and more aggressive.
They said she was hitting harder than her pops.
I don't know about that.
They got.
Man, that's what they be saying. They said she was hitting harder than Ali.
Female boxing got more worthy opponents today.
Yeah, they got better opponents today.
I don't want to quote Claressa. She like you was fighting soccer moms and strippers.
Yeah.
She wasn't, but I ain't gonna say that. But I think female boxing more interesting today, and it's better. It's more skilled fighters.
All right, man. We're gonna wrap it up right here. I want everybody to tap in with Munchie B's channel right now on YouTube, because he's going up right now, and he's been more consistent now on his channel than ever before.
Richard Hart _TV. Yeah, you kept telling me get on it.
Yeah. And definitely tap in with young Ant Jefe. he is extremely consistent because I think he's over there dropping 2-3 times a day, right?
For sure, twice a day at least.
Yeah, and his
Delivering
channel's
mail.
going up.
Delivering mail.
And then don't forget to tap in with Street TV. And we are on all podcast platforms for the Straight Politicking Show. We're on Spotify, iHeart, Apple, YouTube. And we will have links to everything that we talked about today in the show notes below. And all our social media links will be in the show notes below as well. Thanks for tapping in. Another episode, Straight Politicking. We out.